Chapter 3, The Silence of the Disciples. Greetings again, friends. I trust this little book is providing you with opportunities to reflect on the people who witnessed the events on Calvary, but also our individual and collective witness today. In Chapter 3, Weber again helps us get into the reading as an active participant by describing the scene and participants, primarily Jesus' followers. What might it have been like to be one of Jesus' disciples, following him from Galilee up to Jerusalem, witnessing his loving acts and teaching with parables? How would you have participated in the Messiah's entry into the city? As the scene changed that week, would you have turned away in silence and fear? Would you have had the courage to stay awake even 1 hour with him in Gethsemane? What is your response in silence? Weber helps us see that silence can reveal an inability to stand firm in the Lord, written in the letter to the Philippians. It happened to the disciples and apostles. It happens to us. He writes, there is a silence that is proper in the presence of God, and there is a silence that cries out to be broken. Speaking up comes with risk, as the prophets know well. And sometimes we have so much joy, we can't keep it in. Pentecost was such a time, and we may feel our own Pentecost moments when we are filled with so much joy from God's word, or so much pain and grief, like Peter, who wept when the silence helped him recognize his lack of commitment to his pledge that he would never deny Jesus. Weber invites us to consider when we, by our silence, might be denying our faith, not witnessing to God's love through our silence and in action. Do you speak up on behalf of the oppressed and marginalized because of your faith? He asks, how many of us dare talk of faith even to our friends or invite a neighbor to church? Silence like this can bear witness to the weakness of our faith and leave room for others to fill the void, likely with evil and selfish intent. Where is the silence in your life that cries out to be broken, to let God's word fill you with desire to speak and act for God's way of love? There is always opportunity for learning when God's word is present. Like Peter, the silence can lead to realization of weakness and the need for Christ. In these times, we can see who we are and let God work in us to begin again.